Oh, this has to be. We have to be winding down our WGI coverage at this point, right? I don't think we have much. We might do an open video at some point, maybe United, but really, that'll just depend on if we get around to it, pretty much. And that's not to slight United, or there's other groups also in World we didn't react to and talk about, and it's not to slight them. It's literally, this is not a full-time gig for us, so it's just like only so many hours in the week.
And then the further you get away from it, you're just like, all right, I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, we're ready to start talking about drum corps. And man, I was telling you this on the phone the other day. I saw a bunch of, like, everybody had their April camp after WGI finals recently, and all the pictures of like the set finalized subsections of all the drum lines got me excited.
Nice.
I'm ready to watch some summer band, man. It's coming quick.
Watching videos of past years and stuff, and you're just like, yeah, summer clean.
It's so funny how your ears get. I think Chris told us this. Your ears get used to winter clean, and then you hear like 11th place drumline from the summer and go, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And that's not to fault the level of clarity that any indoor group gets to. It's just a reality. It's a time difference of rehearsal.
It just is what it is.
Summer groups get more balanced and dialed in. This is the way it is most of the time. All right. This is Aged Out Reacts, everybody. We're the two hosts of the Aged Out podcast, Michael Fantini and
Evan Worrell.
Comment, like, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, agedoutpodcast.com if you want to grab a shirt or sticker. I'll flash up a sample of a shirt or one of our stickers available right now if you're watching the video. And then Aged Out Fundamentals playlist, drum every day. I still pick a different one. Today was Paradiddle Diddles, you know, fighting the old man hands, fighting father time. But even if you're in high school, college, they'll help you make groups. They'll get your hands in shape, dial your ears in. Because technically you are still kind of playing clean to something in your ears. I think there's some benefit to that, I would argue.
I do think so. You're hearing perfect rhythms. I use it for a lot of the students that I'm teaching that are trying to like try out for a different instrument in the fall line, whether they were in the pit and they want to try out for a bass drum line or the snare line or quad line or whatever the case may be. Just use it to really dial in, build up those finger and wrist chops and stuff, especially the slower tempos.
For sure. Build that control as well as that speed and velocity. But last thing, patreon.com or the join button here on YouTube to support us financially. All right, we are watching the 3 medalist groups of Percussion Scholastic World from now, what was finals 3 weeks ago now, or was it just 2?
Yeah, I think it was almost this weekend coming up that
we'll be 3
Thursday.
like in 2 days.
But yeah.
All right, cool. Well, time flies. We're starting with Chino Hills. They were in 3rd place. Then we'll watch Bridgeland High School, who was in 2nd. And then we'll end with Ayala High School. Admittedly, we are not going to make this a 45-minute video and watch the full runs in the lot of all 3. We might jump around. We might, you know, if a part of the show gets a little slow, we'll jump forward 2 minutes and find the next section. We just want to highlight the excellence that these 3 groups brought to the activity this year. Good shows, played well. Yeah.
Some cool stuff in PSW as always. You know, Avon did some cool stuff with the props and the floating. You know, Clearbrook was great. I watched a bunch of the PSW groups. So.
So these videos are also, before I forget, George Collins and Robert Martinez, RBase 311. Links to the original videos and their channels in the description. Make sure you go subscribe, as well as subscribe to our channel. Drum corps coverage is coming soon. Starting with Chino Hills. Here we go.
2025 program, painted flat. WGI is one of the artists proud to present Chino Hills High School.
Great hand independence on the marimbas.
Yep. Yeah, cascading waterfall sounds included with the chimes. Or not the chimes, chimes. Sorry. Wind chimes.
Great handling of the rhythm shift by the marimbas again there too, mid-phrase.
Very delicate. The double stops.
Nice. loved how they floated that left.
Yeah, I think we said this early on in the season, but the quads just stuck out as a really strong section for the battery.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I know I for sure said it. I think you did at a different point in the season too. The whole ensemble played really well. Obviously, you're not going to get third place if you don't in PSW, but the quad line for sure stood out as like a standout section in the ensemble. Just really solid.
Yeah.
Handled those entrances pretty well too.
The add-ins.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
A lot of gear shifts
seven
within that
stroke
phrase.
bursts.
I love the interaction between keyboards and snares there.
Yeah, the hand-to-hand singles.
Good ensemble, vertically written rolls. Something, I'll pause and then well, I'll wait for this.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, dude, lots of skill sets in there for the baseline, the lasers, and just moving in and out, the hand-to-hands, a lot of high-quality skill sets for high school kids.
So we're going to switch to Bridgeland now, and all I will recommend is watch this full video. The kids deserve it for you to appreciate. If you haven't seen this video already, go watch it. They move dynamically as an ensemble so well. When they have big ensemble phrases, the peaks and valleys just hit so well. They move so maturely in and out of phrases. It's awesome.
Yeah, great. And I mean, the standard for that program is so high. Third place is still just such a heck of an achievement. Great ensemble.
Yep. I'll point this out too, and you'll see this in the other two groups too before we move on. The maturity in the hands is very apparent when it takes a lot of maturity to have the development at that age to play the faster paradiddle, double stroke figures, triplet rolls, and also have mastered the technique to play that more molar approach. Like you pointed out the hand-to-hands and the snare line. I think the quads were doing it too, probably. Like that is awesome to see high school kids that have gotten to the point in their drumming career already where they can do that relaxed molar approach and they can play the faster, more dense paradiddle, double stroke based figures. It's just it just speaks more to the training and stuff in the program out there. They've got it established and built at this point. All right, on to Bridgeland. I'm assuming the beginning of the show is a good point to start.
Yeah.
This is prelims. I think Chino Hills video was their finals lot. This is obviously the prelims lot. All right, I'm going to jump forward through this.
Yeah. Just get in there.
There we go. We'll start here.
The thing I liked about this program is a lot of mixed meter stuff. 5/8, 7/8. Little 7/8 here.
That attack is tough.
Coming in high off the gut edge.
Yeah. Great roll to end it.
Split shots. Split singles and split shots.
Great sound at the edge again.
Great crescendo.
Yeah.
The bass layer over top.
The bass run to finish the phrase in big unison.
Into the Into that punctuation, yeah.
Yep. Just a great phrase all around. Had a little bit of everything, honestly, no matter what you like.
Style change here is a little ostinato pattern.
Very even player to player in the bass line on the runs.
Yeah. Good job, too, just using the unisons in the middle of that phrase.
Oh, listen to the boards in the front, man. Just ripping those runs. I talked over that roll. I have to know. I'm also going to move our faces because if I blocked like 2 of the quad players, we're going to watch that whole quad feature again.
I felt like watching finals that this was the best playing ensemble in Scholastic World. This was my, if I were judging, I would have had this group winning the music box. I will say a couple things about Ayala when I get there to point out maybe some things that I thought separated them a little bit, but
sure,
I did think Bridgeland was they played the best as an ensemble.
I would probably second that statement. Yeah. I heard other people that weekend being there say the same thing. That's something I wish people did more of. That wasn't like a lot of involvement snare to cymbal line. Why don't people do more of that?
It's just good variety, though.
Yeah.
You know,
there's different
they
sounds.
They pass the ball around really well.
Yeah. So we'll get this little phrase here, and then we'll move on to Ayala and wrap the video up.
John Stockton.
They play really well at the gut edge.
They also move really well through space, like those hangs and stuff.
They feel the time together really well, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean...
just good.
I would have had them first in the music box. I did text somebody who judged that, too.
Were they not in the recap?
No. Ayala swept every caption. But
yeah, that's what I thought. Speaking of Ayala,
I don't get paid to do it, so.
All right, switching to Ayala. This is actually their SCPA finals lot run because I couldn't find. I know Robert and George both filmed them in SCPA finals because there are only 2 channels. They can't get to everybody on finals week across those 3 days. They're only human, believe it or not. So this is SCPA finals, just 6, honestly, less than a week before prelim. So we'll take it.
I will say, musically, Ayala did take a lot of risks that worked out well for them.
Yes.
Just what they were asking to do from ensemble timing, demand, like the staging, like even the triangle player at the beginning here, just through all this, like, I don't remember if it's the 1E and or if it's the 1 and a, but the just like rock solid through like everything else around it, just being like chaotic. So
a lot of risk inherent in this.
SCPA's trying to present Ayala High School.
So it's a little quiet in this video, but just that dude, just rock solid throughout all this. Oh, there's more people. I didn't even know there's more than one person.
And they're not facing front for this, right?
No, they're facing side one.
Yeah. Let's see if I can turn this up.
Yeah, give us. Go back.
That's all the juice we're gonna get. I bet George had his mic set up like behind the pit in front of them, and they were probably facing away when they played that.
Probably.
Could be wrong, but.
lot of demand.
Are they ghosting those lefts, or am I nuts?
Yeah, with the bass drum units ghosting them. Yeah, flat line roll there.
Just a fat backbeat.
Yeah, just such a drastic style change, like tempo, feel change.
Yet leaving the vocal sample in for a while. Like meshing the two and passing
Yeah,
it
they
over.
like layer. It's almost like mashups.
That's a good way to put it. Hear the hair on the quads behind him?
Yeah. Another tempo change, 5 change. Nice.
Baseline underneath all that.
Just the communication and
The way they get these kids to go after it in the playing approach is awesome.
yeah, the performance quality is just
Top notch.
bonkers for any level.
Do we want to jump to a different section of the show before we... Is there anything you want to make sure we watch from this?
We'll just jump to the end here, and that'll be a good way. I mean, we'll watch the last like 30, 40 seconds or something.
We'll just go to here and let
Get
it
a feel
go.
for the last statement from our gold medalist.
That's really loud. Sorry, everybody.
What a great soundbite. I think the thing that's amazing about these groups too. Oh wait.
They're moving around so much,
Like,
I can't get the audio right. The sound levels.
Yeah, it's. That's really tough for them. What I was gonna say though, what's amazing to me too about a lot of the PSW class, especially at the top here, just how athletic they are,
Yeah.
and have to be the skill sets required visually as well. Just I wasn't doing anything like that in high
Dude.
school.
It's funny you say that. I went back, I think it was right before finals, and watched Rhythm X 2012 show. And like we had some drill we had some tough drill at the end of that show, but like the body demand is nothing compared to what the body that the top scholastic and independent groups are doing this now. The level of
Right.
choreography is so much more in depth than just like, it's crazy. We didn't do anything like that 15 years ago or 13 years ago, whatever it was, but we had body. It was just like working its way to where it is now. Wasn't quite there yet, so it's cool to think about and watch the evolution like that. But yeah, Ayala was great, Bridgeland was great, Chino Hills was great. A lot of other groups in Scholastic World were great. Recommend you checking out a lot of high school related content on Robert and George's and anybody else's channel that filmed while they were there, because the kids deserve the recognition. You know, we are a little less critiquey when we cover the high school groups, because it's just impressive that they get high school programs to this level in general, any of the staffs and the members' hard work. So we try to keep it more just like exposure and like look how awesome all this stuff is, and a little less like, oh well, that roll wasn't quite that good, and this group probably was better than that one, and like, so they're all good. It's just impressive and enjoyable. So you got anything else?
Absolutely. No, I'm good.
All right, concise 20 minutes right there and change. So comment, like, subscribe, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, join button here on YouTube, agedoutpodcast.com. Grab a shirt and sticker, and Aged Out Fundamentals, drum every day. And we will see everybody in the next video. I don't know what it'll be, actually. We'll find out. It'll be a surprise, everybody. See ya.
Peace.